Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to GBR Weekly. Brad Morris, Jason Burkeen. Let's got to just talk a little bit about what happened last Friday night at CFSB War Memorial Stadium, Jay.
Oh, man. On the word go, Mayfield came out, and just electrified everything, forcing 5 or 6 fumbles or turnovers on the Hoptown Tigers. They didn't have any answers for any of us. We scored defensive touchdowns. We forced some fumbles. It was like people were hitting and people were excited, and it was great to be in that atmosphere. Just our second week, and Mayfield was hitting on all cylinders.
Right. It seemed like everybody was contributing. Everybody was having fun.
Oh, yeah. And it was a fun night for football. It was hot.
It was hot. Oh,
and,
man.
We pushed the game back to 8 from 7 to 8. And we started right on time on 8 o'clock, And so, we had the starting of the second quarter. We scored, real quick, and we put it into the running clock early in the second quarter. Had some great things happen in the second half with our JV and freshman team. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Josiah England ran 2 kickoff back, not 1, but 2 in a row.
That's right. And
Hoptown still had their varsity in. So he's doing that. And I don't know in the history of Mayfield football, has that ever happened?
I don't
know.
I've been alive for a while now, and I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. I played a lot. Even in the Little League and everything, you might run 2 back in a game or something possibly, but never 2 in a row, same player. Because usually when that guy does it, they don't kick to him. But they did that, and it wasn't the same run back. The first time, the outside opened up, he ran and outran everybody. Yeah, perfect. And then on the second one, something opened up in the middle, and he shot the gap. And I'm telling you, great run. And then Channel 6, he was voted as one of the top performers, and then it was voted on, and the big red machine has done it. Josiah wins with the most votes. Congratulations, Josiah England from Red Helmet Video. We love you. We're behind you. Just keep working and doing good, because you're going to have a lot of touches in the near future, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty well understood freshmen normally have to wait their turn.
Right. When I played, freshmen didn't dress out unless you were just extra. And we had 2 people that did dress out as freshmen, 2 or 3 on my team. But that was Ben Brown and William Earl and maybe Chris Barnes possibly. But,
pretty good players right there.
Oh, yeah. Top notch for sure. But congratulations,
You didn't dress out as a freshman?
No, I did not. I dressed out in the freshman. We had freshman teams then and JV, so I started JV.
You dressed out, but they made you sit in the stands?
Yeah, they said, not tonight, son, not tonight. Wait your turn. Okay. I lettered as a sophomore, though, is all I could say.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I started as a sophomore.
Well, I thought that, again, I thought we came out, like you said, we came out inspired. We got to admit that the Hopkinsville team that we played, that might have been
the last time we ever played them.
Well, what I'm saying, that might have been one of the weakest Hopkinsville teams I've ever seen us play. Normally they've got some players somewhere, and they just didn't seem to find anything.
Right.
The only time they ran it down the field was when our JV unit, and they kept their varsity unit,
right.
And they did.
And they wanted to score, and it's nothing wrong with that, But our JV really did well against them, but they've got some big guys.
Ken Shelley had a punt return to the house and was negated by a penalty, so had to bring that back. But he also did a pretty fine job on that run there.
There is guys stepping up left and right. Let's talk about it. Mac Hoover had a touchdown catch.
Malik Kirby did.
Malik. Xavier Biggers had a great game again. Brajon, Judge, we got the offensive, defensive line did their job. Maybe there were some things that we all got to work on, because you can find something to work on. But you know what? We did what we were supposed to do to get the win. And like you said before, handling business is what we're supposed to do, and we did that night. And we got done quick enough where I got to go to the Graves County Tillman game and kind of see some things over there.
Yeah,
So,
they started at 8:30, and I remember when I got in my vehicle to go home from our game, they were at halftime.
Right.
I was like, oh dear, I don't even, man, what time did that game even finish?
I left right before the third quarter ended. So, but anyway.
Wow. Well,
so what was the final score? Hoptown Mayfield.
Mayfield put 59 on the board. Hopkinsville scored one touchdown, and the extra point was blocked, so 59-6.
Right. You know, one thing about our freshman and JV squad, you know, it's like they were really hitting the guys. I mean, you could hear pads popping. I mean, these guys are hungry, and I'm just telling you, varsity JV guys, I mean, the JV's guys are trying to take your spot. Yeah. I mean, they're hungry. You can tell the enthusiasm. So it's no time to be lazy. It's going to be going into the third week of the season. And we got some guys showing up and showing out that maybe wasn't on the radar, but now they are.
Yeah, and I don't want to be remiss in mentioning our kicker, Lincoln Suter. Man alive, he drilled everything. I mean, the field goal, man, that thing would have been good from a lot farther away than he made it. So, I don't think he punted. Did he punt one time at all? I don't remember a punt.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
So I don't know, but good job by everybody. Great win for the Cardinals. Now we move on.
Yeah, all 12 Morrises did fantastic, including Brad. He's on that Morris squad, you know. But yeah, I mean everybody did well. You know, I just can't say good enough things. But now we go to the next week, and who do we have, Brad?
We got Paducah Tillman.
Paducah Tillman, and they have lost 17 years in a row. This will be the 18th if we beat them. But I'm telling you, Tillman Tornadoes is the real deal this year. I've seen them play the McCracken County Mustangs this year, as well as a little bit of highlights from the Graves County. I did go over there, but then I've seen some highlights. You know, they've got a few guys that they kind of, you know, moved to the area, going to school there. And I'm telling you, Alabama wants him. You know, several other big schools want him. I mean, just all the SEC, just you name them. It's been told, whether it's true or not, Nick Saban will be there. Maybe even primetime Deion Sanders. I mean,
maybe Kirby Smart.
Yeah, I mean, the reason being is they're ready. They're wanting to see this guy, you know, and see how he performs. So Mayfield guys, this is what I'm telling you. If you got a kid that plays on the team, a grandson plays on the team, or a friend of a friend's kid that plays on the team, here's the thing. Larry Jackson, he went to Mayfield High School. He graduated in mid-'80s. This same thing happened. One of the coaches from UK went to scout who we were playing. There was another kid on that team. Guess what? Larry had a breakout game, and guess where he went to school? He went to UK.
Sure did.
Based off of that performance. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, you're going to have – I'm getting chills. I'm liable to knock over this table. Get yourself ready to go, and let's play some good, fundamental, and sound and disciplined football. And guess what? You may get that look that you're looking for.
Yeah.
This may be your only chance to get a big-time school to see you in action.
Well, Paducah Tillman has got talent all over the field this year, and that's why I believe the Tillman faithful are they're being a little more vocal this time around.
They are.
You know, they're like, okay. And then some people take it like this. I heard one guy say, well, I mean, you know, the streak can't last forever, so you pick against Mayfield every year because the streak can't last forever. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't believe that comes into play when they kick the ball off on Friday night. But I do believe that the take on Paducah Tillman, even by their own people, is that they are so far in this season, they are highly undisciplined. One fan from Paducah Tillman said they may set, if they keep at this rate, they'll set a record for most penalties in a season.
Man.
So I don't know. I just believe they're going to have an incredible game, and Mayfield's going to kind of have to be off of their game a little bit. If we play, this is me talking, okay?
Yeah, fan right here.
That's right.
Fan.
If we play up to our highest potential, I don't think Paducah can beat us.
Right. Probably right. You know, last year is a barn burner. I watched that game a few weeks ago just to kind of refresh myself. And it was close last year. Paducah Tillman did not score in the second half, though. And everybody's like, oh, that penalty or that young man that kind of made that bad error or whatever he said to him or whatever he did and got the penalty. Paducah Tillman never scored in the second half. So that's a moot point. Can't blame that kid. That kid is just being a kid, and it was a bad choice. They might have got the ball back, and if they did, like I said, they hadn't scored all second half.
Right.
Could they have? Yes, of course, because they are very capable of scoring at just on a dime. But here's the thing. One thing Mayfield's got to do. They got to block offensively, and defensive line needs to step up.
Right.
They've got some big boys across that line. Number 70, number 73, a few more. I saw the game with McCracken. I mean, there's a couple of bigger guys, taller, but they're all meaty and they're big. Just like Graves County was big, just like Owensboro Senior was big during that scrimmage. And Mayfield can do it. Mayfield can do it. And like a lot of these guys that's played for a couple of years on the line, we're always outsized on the line. That's nothing not abnormal. It's always normal. But we're just going to have to stay low, play good fundamental football, and just do our thing.
That's right.
Pass block, run block. I mean, you just got to stay with your blocks and just do what the coaches tell you to do. If you do that, we will be fine, Brad.
Yeah, technique. If we stick to how they're taught to do, if they will do that, I believe we'll do well.
Right. They've got the James boy at the quarterback. I mean, he's very good. He's going to go, to a college as a quarterback. That's one thing though they're struggling with. He can probably put it where they need to catch it, but they can't catch it. The receivers are having struggles at catching the ball. For Tillman.
And one thing's for sure, our guys can catch it.
Exactly.
And we got some guys that will take it the other direction.
Zane pound for pound last year. Let's look at James and look at Zane. Last year game, Zane fundamentally and also all the numbers all the way down the board, he wins. I'm just saying Zane has been having a great game. The last two games, fantastic, even with the scrimmage. He's a senior. He's supposed to do good, He's going to have some times that he's going to have to tuck and run, protect the football, not throw it crazily and think.
Which he did last week.
Yes, he did. And I'm so proud of him, and he's done fantastic. We've also got some juniors and seniors on the defensive side of the ball that's going to have to step up, but I'm sure they will. Malik Kirby, Matt Coover, Braden Morris, Zay, Brajean. I mean, they've got athletes. We know that. How many times in the 17 years have they had the better squad? More than 2 or 3 times, but we have won all of the matchups then. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's just one of them things where we have the best coaching staff in Kentucky, possibly in the nation. One of the top, for sure. And if our guys just do what the game plan is, I think we're going to be fine.
I agree. I think we will be too. It ought to be fun to watch.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and it's not going to be, it's not going to be 107 degrees, you know. And so that's going to be in our favor. It's going to be played at McWright Field in Paducah. So, get on over there, folks. I'm sure it's going to be a full capacity crowd. A lot of people interested in this game. One of the top games in the state this week will be played right there in Paducah. And
this is the first time we're playing on their turf.
On their turf, that's true.
And it's beautiful. I went over there last year when they got it done. And it's awesome. It's a great field, great facility. And if you haven't been around there in a while, I mean, they've built some new buildings. And I know we got a lot of guys coming in from out of town, this weekend to watch the game and hang out with some friends and even classmates. I think there's some reunions or whatever coming up this weekend too. But man, that facility is top notch.
It is new, the brand new track.
Right.
They got a really good looking place over there. But we hope to spoil it by taking another win from them Friday night. So if you can't be there, of course, all of our worldwide Cardinal Pride fans, that tune in from all over, we'll be on the air. We'll be covering that game Friday night. So if you're not able to get there, tune us in and
and we're going to be actually Wings Etc. That's a new sponsor. They're going to be streaming the game. If you want to go out and eat, you can't make it over to Paducah, but you can make it there. Hey, Stuart and the girls over there, man, they'll take care of you.
They will.
We're actually going to be doing a pregame show, before the game on Friday at Wings Etc. That'll be another show we're going to be doing. But yeah, man, we want you there. We need you there. We need the Cardinal Nation just to get up there, pride, tradition, excellence. I mean, we need everybody yelling and get behind these guys. I mean, it's going to be a fun night for football Friday night at McWright Field.
For sure, the beginning of the game, the air will be electric because there's a lot of hope in the air that this will be the year the streak ends. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, and like you said, I mean, 17 years. Somebody asked, you know, I guess. You know, there's probably an 18-year-old on the squad for Tillman, but there's not that many 18-year-olds on the squad for Tillman. So a few of them guys has been alive since Mayfield lost one. You know, Tillman won, but you know
who was president last time Paducah Tillman won?
Let's see, Carter.
No, I think it was Kennedy.
Oh man,
no, it's George W. Bush.
George W. Bush
was president last time Paducah Tillman won.
It's crazy.
So,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Go Mayfield," but yeah, you know, it's just going to be a fun night. Now, check this out. Get over there. You're going to have to get there early. Game time's at 7. You need to get over there early. Get you a seat, parking spot. But you know what? We need you in the stands. We need you.
Yeah.
So, but if you can't make it, if you're watching from Florida or wherever you're at, I know the Griffin's going to do steak night again, like they always do every Friday night. But yeah, we want you to watch and have fun and hoop and holler and just act like a nut, because I know I sure will. I'm about ready to put that helmet on right now and run through that wall, but I better not. I wouldn't be able to get it off. Yeah,
the bank probably wouldn't.
They wouldn't like
another entrance.
Alarms go off. Yeah.
Well, everybody, hey, thanks. It's going to do it for us, and we'll be with you tomorrow. Pre-game show tomorrow before the game. That would be Friday, not tomorrow, since the game's going to be on Friday. Okay, I got it. I'm good. Hey, go Big Red, everybody.
Go Mayfield.
Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, amazing views. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do.